Welcome back, guys, to the channel. It's Tony's Men's Physique news, predictions, and everything men's physique. You guys already know the gist of it. But if you are new, welcome to the channel. I cover all the shows and then throw my predictions all in one video. I try to make it quick, concise, and yeah, let's just hop right into this, guys. So right here we have the Miami Muscle Beach Pro that just happened. Here is 1 through 16 and plus, but Vitor Chavez got his W. Congratulations to him. He got second 2 shows in a row. One to Pittsburgh Pro, second to Ali, and New York Pro, which I believe was his best look. He took second there. I don't think he brought in a better look than the New York Pro to this show. But Tyler Mannion said he was really conditioned, so in person he had to have been really conditioned. It just didn't look like it. Not as conditioned as he was at the New York Pro. But we're going to listen to the vice president of the IFBB, because the vice president of the IFBB, it's simple as that. Deke Walker takes second. I think he brought his absolute best look. He looked lights out. He will be doing the St. Pete's next week. Brandon Cantaloupes takes third. Rookies, man, this year. Let me tell you, not just rookies. We got fourth Ricardo Sennett as well. Both rookies, 2 completely different looks. Ricardo Sennett has like a Corey Morris type look to him. I told you guys in my predictions, I didn't think he had the size. He had the size. His posing is just, it needs a lot of work. His front pose needs work. His back pose needs work. And he just has to really work on his posing. I know he's going to the, I think it's the DC Pro or the Mile High Pro. I think it's the Mile High Pro this weekend. And if I want to see how he adjusts his posing, or if he just stays with the same posing, to be honest with you. But we'll see how he does there. Eliso Zizera, he had massive improvements from the New York Pro. Takes 5th here at a super stack show. Drew takes 6th. Steven takes 7th. Tyler takes 8th, Fabian Fieber takes 9th, and Jordan Clark takes 10th. Furkan doesn't break the top 10. Drew brought his best package I've ever seen, so good for him. He's competing at the Toronto Pro, which we'll get into later. Stephen Kyle, we'll get into him. He's at the DC Pro. Tyler Smith, Toronto Pro as well. Fabian Fieber wasn't that first call-out, but he got bumped down to 9. I guess, you know, some placings and everything changed, not only in the prejudging, but when they got to finals. So that's the Miami Muscle Beach. We have a lot of shows to cover, so let's just get into them. Real briefly, I'm going to go over this show just because I don't know many guys off this list, but I do want to just cover it quickly. Where's the India Pro? Alright, well, I don't got the list in front of me, but the India Pro show that's happening. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know too much. I know Love Preet's doing it. He has a solid physique. I saw it. He came in 3rd at the Thailand Pro last year, and Toplin is doing it. Toplin should just win this show. He should look better than he did before, and he'll be lights out, I think, at this show. So Alexander Toplin should take that show. Let's head into the Mile High Pro, and here is our list, right? So we have Dallas Botchaway, my dark horse for this show, Ricardo Sennett, Toni Chinakwe, Ryan Clark, that's my boy, Andrew David, Darnell Dean, Wilfred Harris, Raymond Hooligan, Matt Moore, Francisco Rodriguez, Abraham Sanchez, Rafael Souza, TJ Terry, DeMar Turner, Alex Vasquez, and Frankie Yan. Frankie Yan should be in that first call, I'm going to be honest. He has an amazing back, right? First thing I see with this lineup, right? So, like I said, Dallas Botchaway will be a dark horse. Off the charts, it's Ryan Clark versus Ricardo Sennett, right? That's who it's going to come down to. Ricardo's posing needs to be on point to beat Ryan. Ryan's complete from front to back, and his posing will expose Ricardo if Ricardo's posing isn't on point, right? Ryan Clark also will come in fuller to this show. Ryan Clark's looks always improved. God dang it. I tried not to yawn. Sorry. I've just been doing a lot today. Been in the sun a lot. I apologize. So, Ryan Clark is, for some reason, or not some reason, but like he was 172 at Optimum, and he found out he can be 177 due to his height. So we'll see how he brings the fullness to this stage. But I think it'll be between Ryan and Ricardo Sinet. Now the thing is, Dallas Botchway is looking crazy. He has the structure. He just had to come in tighter. He came in fifth at the Wasatch Warrior. He just had to come in tighter. And if he does, I'm going to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if he won. I'm just going to put that out there right now. He looks crazy. Now, I think Ricardo Sinet will probably be the favorite. Keep in mind this. I just found out this kid is 23 years old. 23. And he's taking fourth in his pro debut at the Miami Muscle Beach, and he's 23. Kid has so much potential. He's got to fix his back pose. He's got to fix his posing. That's all it's going to come down to, is he's got to really fix his posing. He can obviously add more upper chest. Arms, shoulders are good. Back, one of the best detailed backs. Just got to fix the pose. He can add a little bit more to the lower lats, but looks super great. So that's the Mile High Pro. I think Ryan Clark will take second. If Ricardo can fix what he needs to fix. If not, Ryan's taking first. And obviously I got to put a prediction out there, so let's do that, right? I'm going to go first with Ricardo Sinet, second Ryan Clark, third Dallas Botchway, fourth Frankie Yon, and the rest I'm just going to leave it as is, right? So we'll see what happens there at the Mile High Pro. Not the strongest lineup, but no show is an easy win, right? Like Toplin says, any given Saturday, any given Sunday, it's like a football reference, but any given Saturday, anybody can win. You just got to be on, right? So next we have the DC Pro. We have Stephen Cow, Jordan Clark, Dennis Dogbaste, Ismael Dominguez. This is his first show this year. Furkan Evan Kanu, Dennis Closter, Mark A. Lancaster, Gage Moran, Moses Obuku Yabuya. He is he won the last national show last year. So this is another rookie, and we'll see how he does. Steven Cascal, John Sarmiento, and Roy Williams. Let's just make this brief, guys. It's between Stephen Cow, Ismael Dominguez, and John Sarmiento. Now, if we want to be really, really about it and just be straight to the point, Ismael Dominguez should come into the show and win, right? He came in second to Botlin last year, won a show, was third callouts last year. It is his first show back, so we'll see how he does. With improvements, though, under Hani Rombard, he should just win this show, no? So Ismael Dominguez is going to be my number one. He did the Arnold, and I think he took seventh. He took seventh or eighth or something. He took something like that, right? So he should be the favorite to win this show. His front's amazing. I've always thought his front looks great. Very bubbly, very muscular. It's just his back has to match his front for him to have that balance looking. He's a shorter guy. And his back just gets exposed whenever it's just exposed when it's next to other guys with better backs, right? And in this given lineup, it's not. I don't think it's going to be exposed, right? Stephen Cow has a crazy good back, right? But that's really it. John Sarmiento's back is going to be improved. It's not going to be crazy, but he's got a good front. So Ishmael's a really bad matchup for John. I don't know why I'm calling him John. Stan has to come in absolutely peeled to make Ismael not look his condition. So this show will be interesting because I think it's going to come down to who has the best conditioning rather than the best back, best front, best structure. Best conditioning is going to take this show, and I think Ismael is going to win. I'm going to put Stephen Cow in second and John in third. Fourth, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but fourth, I'll just put Furkaner, right? So that's the DC Pro. That's a quick cover on that. Next, we have the Toronto Pro. This lineup's actually really deep, so I'm going to go off and read this real quick. Deep as in, like, a lot of competitors. So we have Muhammad Al-Kindi. Don't sleep on him. I'll talk about him. Matteo Ballarini, Austin Bellinger, Drew Cullen, Francisco de la Cruz, Kareem Hawash, Kadeem Hilleman, Adama Jema, Nikolai Makarini, Chris Mantovani, Lamar Martin, Eric Neal, Chevy Phillips, Sharif Reed, Tyler Smith, Kamani Victor, Dominique Warren, Taylor Wilson, and Yi Yang. All right. So honestly, there's a lot. This lineup is actually pretty good, right? First call out, if they bring out 8, I don't even know if it's going to be 8, but it's going to be Muhammad Al-Kindi. That's 1. It's going to be Drew Cullen. It's going to be Adama Jame. We're going to have Chevy in there, Tyler Smith, and Kamani Victor. That's 6, right? That's really the only 6 I'm going to talk about. That's only going to be the 6 that really are going to be pushing for the win, right? And I think this show is going to be very, very interesting. We saw Drew beat Kamani last year. Kamani's posing wasn't the best at the Chicago Pro. Kamani also competed earlier this year, I think, at the St. Louis Pro and didn't have the best showing. His conditioning was not there. Took the time off. Hopefully him and his coach figure it out and they get conditioned, right? So I think Kamani will be in contention, but I think he's more of a top 4 guy. Now, I have this show, Adama Jame. He just won the Mount Everest Pro, beating Mario Fiola, right? He doesn't really post too much, I'm gonna be honest. So this is a photo of him and his coach. He said, this is when we knew we were on, right? I look at it, crazy back, extreme. Look at the waist. It almost looks like it doesn't exist, right? Here's the thing for me. I don't have like a frame of reference, right? This back looks crazy. The detail looks great. But at the same time, he looks small. Like, it doesn't look like he has a lot of muscle to his physique, right? A lot of muscle density. So we're going to see on stage how he looks, but he's got to be the favorite. I mean, he's already an Olympian qualified this year, so I'd say he's the favorite. Drew obviously looked crazy at Miami, and I'm never doubting my boy Drew, ever. And you guys know, last year, if you watched him compete, he only gets stronger. He only gets better throughout the shows. And Drew has always been one to come back from adversity. And he's not going to let the placing define how his look and everything is when it comes to improving and going forward through the season, right? So, we'll see how Drew does, but I have him coming in second. If he wins, it wouldn't surprise me at all. But you know, there's one qualified Olympian on this list, so I'm going to have to give it to him. That's just how it is. But I want to talk about somebody, and this is a client of Omar Ventura, and I saw this photo, right? I do my research. This is Muhammad Al-Kindi. This is about a week and a half ago. He has a great physique. Shoulders, arms, great. Chest, full. This is in flat, too, so his chest looks good. Great midsection. Looks like he can pose. His back, details there. Thickness is there. It's just going to come down to, like, how he looks on stage, because I haven't found anything on this guy other than the fact that he's under Omar and he does updates on his Instagram. So we'll see how he does, but I think he looks great. He's my dark horse for this show. And nobody else is going to talk about him except me. That's why you guys come to this channel, because I'm the one that does this research. I talk about these dark horses. Muhammad Al-Kindi, dark horse for Toronto. Dallas Botchway, dark horse for the Mile High Pro. Last year, one of my most notable dark horses was Oh my gosh, I can't even remember his name, but he was at the Phoenix Pro. And I remember telling Ben about it, and Ben Quill was like, man, he ain't gonna do nothing. And your boy made some noise. He either took third or fourth, because there's Rodriguez, then Ryan, then Nick, then, yeah, so he took fourth. But yeah, so this show, I'm going to have to just, I gave you guys my dark horse, gave you guys my top 6 in order. It's going to be Adama, Drew, Kamani, Elkindi, Tyler Smith, and Chevy. That's going to be my top 6 right there in that order. And we had 3 pro shows. No, we got 4 pro shows. If Alex wins and Adama wins, we only are going to have 2 new pros, Mile High Pro and the DC Pro, guaranteed to have a new Olympian there at those shows. I'm excited to watch these. Toronto Pro is on Sunday. Mile High Pro and DC Pro are going to be on Saturday. I don't know when the India Pro is. I think it's on Sunday as well. I'm not exactly sure. But that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's concise. Next week we got the St. Pete Pro. There's going to be a lot of guys battling out at that. It's going to be a super stack show already. A lot of freaking names at that show, and I'm excited for that. Hope you guys enjoyed. I need to go get my meal in. I just finished my leg day. So don't forget, Men's Physique, guys. Still got to do your legs. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And until next week, gonna cover the 4 shows. We got other shows coming up. Season's just heating up, guys. Take care.